Hi, everyone. My name is Michelle Badusky, and I am the program coordinator here at Assiniboine College for the Green Building and Retrofitting program. I'd like to welcome you to the program, and I can't wait to help you get started in your coursework. But before we do that, you actually have to submit your online application to the college. You went through the first step and you worked with your service provider and your worker to get accepted to the program. Now we need to actually get you entered into Assiniboine College's system. And I'm going to help walk you through that. So let me share my screen so that I can show you what you're going to need to do to apply officially to the college so that we can get you started. To start off with, you're going to go to this website, apply.assiniboine.net, and it's going to take you to this screen. Here you're going to be given two options, either domestic or international. A domestic student is a Canadian citizen. International is a permanent resident or a refugee. So click on whichever one works for you, and it's going to take you to this site. And we're just going to click on Apply Now. Now here, you need to have an account with us. It's a quick and easy procedure. I already have one, but let's say I didn't, because most of you won't. I'm going to click on I don't have an account. I'm going to enter my first, last name, my email address, and create a password. Then I'm going to create an account. And it's going to take me to the login page. I already have an account, so it's just going to go straight to the login page. Email, password, and sign in. I'm sure you've all done something similar to that before, so here we go. We're going to start a new application. Again, domestic or international. You'll see where it says there's application fees. Don't you worry about that. We have waived them for our program. So we're going to create an application. On the first page, you are going to click all of the personal information. You'll see these ones with the little red dots. That's required. You have to put that in there. And I'm going to go down and I'm going to say that I was born August 6th, 2001, because I like the idea of being 25 years old or 24 years old. And anyone who says I'm not, we'll talk. So go through this, fill out all of your permanent or personal information, including your address, 123 Main Street, any town. Obviously, you would use your own, and we are in Canada, what province you are in, and so forth. You go through all of this, mailing address, I'm going to say it's the same, and we're going to go through the different questions here. This is all about, services that you need. But down here, you'll see the next red button is the citizen status. And here's where you're going to choose whether you're Canadian, a permanent resident, or a refugee claimant. Now, if you're a Canadian, that's great. If you're not, that's great too. We're still going to take you into the program. We just need a little bit different documentations. Later in your application, if you're a permanent resident, you're going to be asked to provide copies of your PR card. And if you're a refugee claimant, you're going to be asked to provide a copy of your refugee protection claimant document issued by Immigration and Refugee Board. So I'm going to show you where you're going to upload that. And that is not in order to get into the program. You've already been accepted by our partners. It is just for our own documentation because the college is an official education institution and we need to know those things. So I'm going to click that I'm a permanent resident. I'm going to say I'm from Afghanistan, and obviously you would choose whatever your country of origin is. Official language, and you don't have to worry about your English language proficiency test. As I fill it out, I'm going to save and continue. When I get to this program intent page, there's a lot of programs in here. This is every program that Assiniboine College offers. We only need to find one. So in the search bar, we can go Green Building and Retrofitting and click on that. You'll notice here it tells you the application fee has been waived, no application fee necessary. It'll also tell you that transcript uploads are not required. When it's mentioned in future screens, or if you get an automatic email asking you for a transcript from your last school, ignore it. If you are an international student on a work visa visit, you may register, but you might not be eligible for post-graduation work. You need to talk to your worker about that because it's a very individual thing. If they've accepted you in this program, I'm assuming it's all good and you've already had that conversation. Down here at the bottom, you have your start date. This is your cohort start date that's already been checked off on your acceptance letter. Now, make sure your acceptance letter has your name, whether you're in the West or East cohort. It has the name of your agency that's accepted you into the program, and that you've checked the box for which date you are going to start. And that's the one you're going to click here. So I'm just going to say October 6th. And I'm going to save and continue. Here, it's going to ask me for what high school I attended. And I'm just going to say, oops. I'm going to see if my high school, Margaret Barber Collegiate School in the Paul, Manitoba, which is actually where I graduated high school. It will automatically populate it. And if it's not in the list because you went to school internationally, you can click here and add that stuff manually. Year started, I don't want to tell you what year I started, but honestly, it was a long time ago. So it wasn't 1888, it was 1988. I know, right? And it was probably September. Who knows? That was a long time ago, but I did graduate in 1992. So if you're doing the math, you might have figured out I'm not 25 anymore. And I completed high school. Save and continue. Oh. Again, my mistake. I forgot to click back on it. It'll fill it all in, save and continue. Now, again, you do not have to, you see the warning I have here. It says that I cannot start high school before my date of birth. So it doesn't like the fact that I said I was born in 2021. So let's change that. See, the system knows. It caught me in a little white lie about my age. Don't tell anybody. All right, so now that I've changed those dates, it's gonna bring me to this upload document screen. Again, you do not have to upload your high school transcript, but there are some documents you need for this program. You need to upload a copy of the permission waiver form that has your name on it and your signature that you got from your service provider when they accepted you into the program. That goes here. You just click on it and upload a picture. You could do it right on your phone or from your computer. Your partner acceptance letter, again, this has to have your name on it and your partner's signature. Do not add your transcript, but you will need, I mean, if you have your transcript, great, but most of us don't. So don't worry about that. It's not needed for this program, but it may be needed for any other programs if you decide to come back to the college. So keep that in mind. But you will need a photocopy of your permanent resident card, or if you're a refugee, it'll ask you here for your refugee document. Once you've uploaded those files, click save and continue. It'll take you to finish up, and then it will ask you to review your application before you submit. That's the process. It really should only take you about 10 minutes. It shouldn't be cumbersome. And as long as you have those documents uploaded, you will get an email from our admissions officer accepting you into the program. They will provide you with your username and information on how to set up your Assiniboine.net email account, which is what you're going to need to have to access your coursework and set up your multi-factor authentication. Your service provider has documentation on how to do that too, and I'm here to help. If there is any documentation that's missing, you will not be accepted into the program officially until we have it. So we might have to reach out to you and get copies of that. So the best thing is before you hit that apply button, make sure you have your documentation ready to upload. Again, my name is Michelle Badusky. I'm your program coordinator for the Green Building and Retrofitting program here at Assiniboine College, and I cannot wait to work with you, and we'll see you in class.